Hello and welcome to Friday, my friends. TGIF. We've made it through a week. I am sad to say that I can't be live. However, I'm crossing my fingers and putting this out there right now that my surgery went well and that I'm healing well. That said, I didn't want to miss out on my opportunity to explore the week ahead with you guys. It's important. Having this knowledge helps you guys really beef up those tools to support you into diving into what's really important right here and right now. So looking at the week ahead, we do have, May 21st through to the 27th. Astrologically, the big piece here is that Gemini is coming forward. Castor and Pollux are taking the reins. So I'm really excited to find out what that's going to look like. Know that I do have a specific and very dedicated reading to Gemini coming out on Sunday. So something else that you can look forward to and add to that repertoire of tools. But one thing that is happening that may or may not impact you energetically, depending on how sensitive you are, on Thursday the 25th, it is World Tarot Day. So fantastic day to play with your decks. Fantastic day to really get into those cards and have some fun. So let's look at the week ahead. Now, not surprisingly, I do have Radiant Rider Waite here. I know that many people struggle with the Rider Waite deck. It has and has not held up well. The symbolism is amazing. And a good, 90% of the decks are based off a Rider Waite. So that really explains some stuff. So I wanted to use the Radiant Rider Waite opposed to the Rider Waite deck. The Radiant Rider Waite really crisps up and bolds those colors. Whereas the original, let's be honest, the printing presses in 1910 could not cope with something like this. So I paired it. Because if we're going classic, let's go classic with the Energy Oracle. Figured if you're going to go big, you're going to go classic all the way. So let's look at this. Let's look at the week of May 21st through the 27th. It is the last full week of May, which reminds us of the importance of doing some intention and reflection in the next couple of weeks. Check into where you're going. We are jumping into June, which brings in this summer equinox. The year slides by so quickly. So making sure that you're checking in with you. What are we doing? What aren't we doing? What do we need to be doing? We don't want to get, aggressive or defeatist about this. Oh, you should have done this. You should have. No. Oh, I haven't had time to do this. Okay. What do you need to get some of this stuff done? Because we're getting to the mid part of the year. FYI, I am still recording this in Mercury retrograde, so my mouth is not happy with me. So yeah, I apologize. But we are getting to that halfway point. We don't want to slip the whole year away with the, I shoulds. Start to use that frontal cortex. What do you want to do? What do you need to do? Because the universe is going to hold you to task. The Tower. 16th card in the Major Arcana. So, bumpy week ahead. Do not fear the Tower. Just know that it is in place. That means that we have a shocking situation, something that is going to kind of rock our foundations. It can be physical, emotional, spiritual, can be a few of them. It's out of our hands. It's there to kind of bring us to task. 8 of Wands reversed. We're missing points, big points, things that are going to help us. We need to start to become more aware of the messages that are being shared with us and being really honest with us with what is being shared with us. Because some of it is being minimized, avoided, or missed entirely. which really brings back to the tower. Know that with work, guys, you can minimize some of the fallout, some of that bang point, if you will, by working with the universe. So instead of being at the top of the tower, you may be headed down the mountain. Will you still get some of that shimming? Sure. But will it be big bang? No. So it's going to be up to you to, well, get going on some of this. All right. What will support my friends in starting that pathway down and minimizing some of the pain, shock, and heartache that can come with the tower, and start to pick up those messages that are being shared with them. And I say this a lot, guys, the universe will only allow stagnation for so long before the universe decides to get us moving. I like to think of it as when your mom was trying to wake you up for school. The first time, honey, it's time to get up. Second and subsequent times, mom gets more and more mad. Not that the universe is mad. It's just they become more forceful. Chop, chop. We now have the horn and cold water being splashed at us. Man holding a heart. Two pieces with this. One, we want to make sure that we are mindful of that emotion. We kind of want to take that heart and bring it just a little bit, give it a bit of a distance, because anytime we have the tower, we have a tendency to coil and do that pity party. Pity party will only cause you to put your bum in the air and a really nice target on it. However, if we take the stability, the strength of that masculine, the divine masculine, and use our head rather than our heart, we're going to be able to work with the tower to get yourself unstuck. The trick, though, and this is going to be a head versus heart thing for you, is that it's going to be something that it's a bittersweet situation. Yes, you need it to shift, but at the same time, there's some false stability in what you had, so there's that heartache. So identifying it as that head versus heart and starting to move yourself forward. The Eight of Wands is a movement card, but it's on his head. All the cards seems to be wanting to be on their head. Goddess of the Moon. So tonight is the new moon. Shocking, right? Yet not shocking. So the new moon energy, of course, can support you in clearing some of this out and can support you in getting yourself unstuck. Ask the divine feminine for some very much needed degunking and desticking so that you can connect into those ahas, those passion points. This card is all about that connection to that fulfillment and joy. We're missing that. We know that. It's been a heavy couple of weeks or months, half year. There's been a lot of things in play and it's built up. Additionally, we have that very masculine card with that very feminine card here. Balance is going to be crucial. Tuesday, I will be publishing, publishing is it's complete, a meditation on balance. Balance will support us in being present and more aware of our surroundings, more aware of what is being shared with us. Those tools, guys, I've got you covered. I've got lots of tools. It's important that we take a little bit of time, because the meditation I'm posting on Tuesday, it's under 10 minutes long. A little bit of time goes a long way in strengthening and getting ourselves moving. Angel of love. Well, all going well. I am hoping to be live on Wednesday with some angel readings. Angels are a support no matter what denomination, no matter what background we have. They're high vibrational support that are there for us. Use them to your advantage. Ask them to come in. You need to ask. They cannot come in without your permission, not unless you're in mortal danger, which I know it may feel, again, that heart, like we're in danger, but really we're not. Now, if we want to work on some of that self-love, really strengthening ourselves up, Archangel Shamuel is your archangel, and I have at least 3 meditations with him, helping you to degunk you so we're not in that pity party. We're strengthening our heart, but not letting it overpower us, while at the same time bringing balance and groundedness so we're present for those messages. All right. And I should say, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Not only do I give you guys the guidance, but I do give you guys the tools. All my meditations are guided. All my healings are guided. This is a support. So it's not going to be an added challenge. This is supposed to be easy. That's why I have them. Tools that you can use whenever you need them, however often you need them. All right, let's get into what further information and guidance will help my friends overcome the tower and embrace the wands in the right upright position. Castor and Pollux is really kind of shaking things up here. So no, like I said, I will have a reading for you guys for Sunday for Castor and Pollux for the Gemini. And like I said, I'm hoping to be live Wednesday. So I'm pretty excited about that. Oh yeah, the High Priestess. Woo. We're looking at balance. We're looking at intuition. We're looking at the lady who holds the universal knowledge in her hand in Torah. She is also connected into the moon, into the lunar deities. FYI, for my pagan friends, my Wiccan friends, my witchy friends, lunar deities will support you in helping you get unstuck. Balance is essential. And I'm not getting the masculine and feminine so much. We talked about that, but I'm getting the shadow side versus the awareness side. No, Pluto is in retrograde. And whether or not you believe Pluto is a planet or not, no, it still impacts you. Just like the zodiac constellation Chiron, it's not a planet. But guess what? When in retrograde, you feel that bad boy. Same thing. Mercury's in Mars is. We're going to go all the way back to Pluto. Pluto's the right word. Pluto is in retrograde. It came in on the 1st of May. It's going to continue into June. And that is the battle between that shadow and that light known side. Your shadow side is coming forward, which is also wriggling a lot of foundation there. Be aware of it. Do not fear it. It is knowledge. It is knowledge about you. It isn't good or bad. It just is. As a species, we like to assign good and bad to things and know that it's not so concrete in the hierarchy of the universal energy. This week is about taking that knowledge, that scroll of Torah, and moving past. We have a gatekeeper here. There's a number of higher arcana, major arcana, that have that gatekeeper pillar. They will help us move past. And in the background, if you can see a land behind her. There's a watery mass and then some fertile land. And that's what we're looking at, is moving past, getting to something that is going to be more abundant, more fertile, in a better kind of energetical zone, if you will. The Hierophant. the 5th card in the Major Arcana, and yes, another gatekeeper. We have teacher, education, and knowledge here. We also have, he is the keeper of keys. Those opportunities. When we use knowledge in its purest form, in that third eye thinking center, we are able to move ourselves forward. Know that we're not going to be doing this alone, and nor should we. We need the supports. Like I said, high vibrational supports, you need to ask. Guess what happens with our physical supports? You need to ask. Using our words, because they too are consumed by their day and their experience. Using your words will help you gain that support you need. Also, be aware of past teachers and supports coming forward to help you. They are there to help you. Again, use your head, not your heart, to embrace the messages. And then embrace them, but don't just absorb them without thinking, guys. I said use your head. What part of their teachings makes sense? What part don't resonate with you? Hold that stuff that doesn't resonate with you, write it down, put it in your spiritual binder and tuck it away. But the stuff that means something right now, use that to your advantage, helping you move forward. We have teachers in our lives, and sometimes we are the teachers. Right now we need to learn. Cross the board with the Fool, the 0 card. This week is going to lighten our load. Yeah. Is it going to be a good lightning? No. We're going to kind of feel that, well, that lightning strike. I love English. Lightning and lightning. Your bag might feel lighter, and that lightning versus that lightning makes a big difference. So like I said, we need to move ourselves forward. We want to break free of some of that gunk. The Fool reminds us that we can enjoy that sun. And that sun, it's here. It's just up to us to embrace it. Also, reminding us we're not alone. We have our supports, our spiritual and our physical support team. They're there with us, guiding us, supporting us. Now, the Fool looks like he's going to take a leap of faith. We can't see what's right here. It's not really a big leap now, is it? It's kind of like a bigger stair. So know that we may not be always able to see the pathway ahead fully, but when we start to trust in some of that high vibrational energy, trust in the journey, that's when we start to find that fun and joy, because as we go forward, we see more and more of it. Trust in you, trust in the high vibrational beings. We have, well, out of 5 cards, 4 of them Major Arcana. So you know that this week is bringing you forward into something that is a bigger aspect for you. These shackles that we're holding on to need to be broken free, because without that, we're not going to be able to move ourselves forward and realign ourselves from what we want to do and what we signed up to do and what we are currently doing. You're going to find a little bit more of an alignment occurring with Castor and Pollux this week. All I can say is make sure that you are breathing. Breathing is an essential part of maintaining that frontal cortex, that thinking center. We get overwhelmed. We have a tendency to do those shallow breaths and we forget everything. All those amazing tools, supports, we become reactive, and it's just that ball, it just like we're just lighting ourselves up with kerosene at that point, just to explode. So make sure that you are breathing so that you're able to use that full thinking center. I would also encourage you to make sure that you feel grounded and stable, so you're more, well, secure in you to be able to move through some of these harder aspects. Take it slow and steady. You've got this. It may not be the week that you would hope for, but sometimes these weeks that we don't hope for really bring us the information and learning that we need. when we need it most. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope that you feel more aware of what the week is going to bring and help you to prepare for some of the challenges that are coming forward. If you did enjoy the fact that I shared this unfortunate message with you, please remember to give the video a thumbs up, as it helps people find me on the sea of YouTube. But more importantly for you, don't forget to subscribe. I've got a lot coming forward. You don't want to miss any of it. Also, if you're looking for an added layer of support, I do have a Ko-fi and Patreon page. You can go check out below, as I've left links there. Again, I want to thank you so very much for joining me today. And remember, my friends, you've got this. Until tomorrow.